Closer to the northernmost point of the cultural triangle lies a luxurious resort that has converted a centuries-old ancestral home into a breathtaking hideaway that brings you as close as possible to nature in all its glory. This place promises you the storybook honeymoon that you've always dreamt of. This week on Honeymoon Destinations, I bring you Ulagalla Resort. The Ulagalla Resort is located in Tirappane, just 20 kilometers south of Anuradhapura, along the A9 highway. Behind this colossal wooden gate of splendid craftsmanship lies true paradise. As you enter Ulagalla, you cannot escape the feeling that the place is steeped in history and tradition.
Arborn, welcome home.
Thank you so much.
So you have to do a small ritual.
Okay.
So each and every guest who comes to Ulagalla, they light the oil lamp. So it's really appreciated if you also could light the oil lamp.
Thank you. It would be my pleasure to do so. I've never had to light an oil lamp before because I've never received this much prominence, but today, different story.
So lighting oil lamp is Sri Lankan tradition. So this is Ulagalla tradition. Please ring the bell.
Thank you. Apparently, ringing of the bell announces to everyone on the property that someone really special has entered Ulagalla. I guess that's the best form of flattery for me. Before Ulagalla became a resort, it was an ancestral manor that belonged to a family from the Kandyan aristocracy. A good part of the mansion, originally built back in the late 19th century, is still intact and is elegantly dressed in antique and contemporary furniture. It now serves as the main reception and lobby area, though such terms hardly do it justice. Walking around its spacious verandas, absorbing the rich grandeur is the best way to begin your stay at this remarkable resort. Ulagalla is built on a whopping 58-acre plot, and its strict eco-policy doesn't allow motorized vehicles in the compound, which makes these electrical buggies the chosen mode of transport. Expect your first ride to the chalet to be quite memorable. I could only stare in wonder at the vistas that unfolded before me. Pastoral woodlands, picturesque ponds, and vast stretches of paddy fields. Among the attractions is an ancient tank on the borders of the resort that helps to cool off the area and draw plenty of bird life. It felt like being driven through a self-contained utopia of the romantics. After an absorbing ride through the scenic landscape, I finally arrived at my chalet. At this point, it was easy to picture it as a simple eco-dwelling with adobe walls and thatched roof. Boy, was I in for a surprise. The Ulagalla Resort is on 58 acres of land and the chalets are well scattered over the property. Regardless of what chalet you choose, you are guaranteed your own secluded haven. This particular chalet comes with its own private deck that you can use for anything. but if I were you, I would use it to dine under the stars. Behind me is the door to the chalet, and why don't we go and take a look at where you could be spending your honeymoon? It is the chalets at Ulagalla that make the resort stand out from other eco-branded hotels. They are simply too good for words. They are designed with two wings. On one side you find the cozy living room with a dining area and a spacious TV lounge. The glass walls covered in woven rattan shades keep you from getting cut off from the gorgeous natural setting outside. One of the things that impressed me about this place is that instead of the commonplace tea bags that you find everywhere, Ulagalla believes in placing actual tea leaves in all of their chalets so that you can have that authentic cup of tea. They have 3 types of tea: Fannings, blended tea and green tea. This entire set is complete with this handy comes with its own private mini pool cum jacuzzi, which is beautifully hidden at the back amidst lush green. You can take a dip at any point that you want without much of an afterthought. What is quite remarkable is that the walls of these tasteful chalets are built using a recyclable material made out of rice paddy. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Ulagalla's commitment to preserve the environment is quite amazing. I'm standing under a chalet right next to state-of-the-art technology where they trap the heat from the air conditioning to generate hot water. If you thought that was impressive, hear this. Ulagalla generates 60% of its electricity from this large solar farm within the compound. It is built in such a way that it can even harvest rainwater. The lamps along the pathway are actually powered by biogas generated at their organic farm. Where am I again? Oh yeah, a holiday resort. If you are conscious about the food that you eat while on holiday, Ulagalla has a wonderful option for you in which you can visit their organic garden and hand-pick your meal from over 100 options of fruits and vegetables. Guarantees that all their vegetables are chemical free. They even use chili powder as a pesticide. My option for lunch today? Brinjal. Meals at Ulagalla are served with all the aristocratic charm at an open restaurant on the upper floor of the mansion. The kitchen works on what they call the biological clock, which means there are no fixed meal times or on-the-dot buffets. The gourmet cuisine at Ulagalla will leave you in raptures for weeks. But make sure not to set a foot out without trying their katta sambal and coconut-flavored ice cream. And if you are into wines, there is even a better twist. The wine cellar is an underground chamber right next to the bar. One of the highlights at Ulagalla is the subterranean wine cellar, which houses 20 varieties of wine. It's so atmospheric down here that they even offer it as an option for their signature dining.
Other signature dining options at Ulagalla include the private deck at your chalet, the observation deck overlooking the paddy fields, or a table for two under the soothing shade of this magnificent threshing floor. Nightfall is simply divine in these parts, where there's hardly any light or noise pollution. It's that time of the day when the resort takes a character of its own. A great time to find amusements by the cocktail bar at the mansion. One of the real pleasures at Ulagalla is the great outdoors, and the resort has gone the extra mile to let you make the most of it. For instance, each chalet is equipped with mountain bikes for the adventurous at heart, like me. The leisure activities at Ulagalla are perfect for couples who dare to venture out from the comfort of their plush chalets. Find some quality lone time with each other by kayaking on the nearby reservoir, riding into the sunset on horseback, or trying your hand at a round of field archery. After flexing those muscles, head over to the Coco Spa to indulge in some Balinese therapy.
I am with Lalil Dimel, who is the head of service delivery at Ulagalla. Hi.
Ayubowan, Christina.
Ayubowan.
Welcome to Ulagalla.
Thank you so much for having me here. I feel at home, you know. It's not like I'm out at some fancy boutique hotel. Everyone is so nice to me here, I don't want to leave. But
You can stay as long as you want.
we'll talk about that later. So, a place like this clearly requires a lot of inspiration. How exactly did this start off?
Yeah, this was the brainchild of our vice chairman of the Finco group of companies, Mr. Harsha Diseram. And this is the Finco group's first hotel project. They embarked into the hotel industry with this project.
When you got the land, did it have any of the lakes, the water bodies, the
No,
paddy fields?
there are 6 of these lakes, what we call villas, were done by us,
Okay.
by the construction company.
It seems to be a popular trend now for everyone to say that they are eco-resorts. But clearly I see a lot of eco-friendly policies here. Can you tell me a little bit about what makes a hotel an eco-resort?
First, the eco-resort starts not after the hotel starts operation.
It starts before.
It starts before with the building itself.
Okay.
When you build, we looked at getting LEED certified. LEED certified means Leader in Environment and Energy Management. And so that's from the building itself, from the start, we looked at getting this LEED certification. We have the largest solar farm in Sri Lanka.
60%, am I correct?
60% of our energy that we are used is by the solar farm.
Okay.
And the excess energy is given back to the national grid. Right?
Oh, okay.
So then from the entrance we don't allow any motorized vehicles. All our recreation activities are non-motorized, like horse riding, archery, kayaking,
And
nature
biking as
walks,
well, right?
biking, right? So we've looked at in a total solution for environment.
I have to tell you, your staff over here, they're incredibly courteous, friendly, and they don't satisfy your needs. It's like they anticipate your needs.
I mean, our policy right from the start is we are ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we look after them, they look after our guests. I mean, it's not rocket science. Then the other thing is, we are proud to say that we have 72% of our associates that are from this region.
Wow.
Within a 50 to 60
72%.
so they have ownership, they feel this is ours. And when we as leaders work with a passion, it follows down the line. So everyone, as you say, I mean, we anticipate, we don't satisfy a guest, we delight a guest.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you, Christina, thank you for coming. Ayubowan.
Ayubowan.
Thank you for staying with us. This is a small surprise from us.
Thank you very much. I have never received a token for leaving a place. Let's see what it says. Dear Christina, we were honored to be of service to you. We look forward to welcoming you once again. Thank you for lighting up our lives. Team Ulagalla. Check it out. It's a picture of me lighting the oil lamp. I don't know why they say I lit up their lives, but this entire experience has definitely lit up mine. When I entered Ulagalla, I felt like I was born for that moment in life. It was really quite surreal. For a mid-range budget, it offers you everything you could ask from a honeymoon. Scenic beauty, gorgeous chalets, and absolutely top-rate service. You need at least 2 nights in order to fully indulge in the magic of a place that has left a beautiful turmoil in my heart. Until next time, take care.